Introduction to Phonetics Part 2. We have already seen about the terms in phonetics. And now let us move on to vowel sounds. There are 20 distinctive sounds in English according to the received pronunciation of England. So vowel sounds are further categorized into two, monophthongs and diphthongs. 12 pure vowels or monophthongs are there and 8 diphthongs or vowel glides are there. So these monophthongs, they have only single vowel sound in their pronunciation. There is no shift or glide from one sound to another while pronouncing the vowels. But in diphthongs, what happens is the sound glides from one to another. For example, when we say E, it is only E. The sound does not move on to another sound. But when we say fear, E and two sounds are there which come continuously, and so that is the diphthong. It is not a pure vowel. This is how we differentiate between a monophthong and a diphthong. Now, when we learn about monophthongs, we should also know about long vowels and short vowels. In Tamil, we learn kuril and nedil. In the same way, in English also, we have long vowels and short vowels. Long vowels are nedil, short vowels are kuril. Okay. So, in English, what happens is, whenever we differentiate a long vowel from a short vowel, we find a colon after a vowel sound. That is, the letter or the phoneme, you shouldn't call it as a letter. The phoneme plus a colon denotes that it is a long vowel sound. The two dots denote longer pronunciation. So in English, we have totally 5 long vowel sounds and the remaining 7 are short vowel sounds. These sounds are further categorized into three-term label. What do you mean by three-term label? So, we pronounce something, and when we pronounce, we have already learned that the passive articulator and the active articulators come into contact so that sound is produced. So, here also three main important points are there we should take into consideration: the position of the tongue during articulation, the height of the tongue during articulation, and the position of the lips during articulation. Each sound is different from the other. All the sounds are not the same. It is not pronounced in the same way. So to describe a vowel, three criteria are taken into account, and so they are called as the three-term label: the position of the tongue, the height of the tongue, and the position of the lips when we pronounce a phoneme. Classification of monophthongs. We classify them into three as front vowels, back vowels, and center vowels. The front vowels. There are 4 front vowels, and in that we have only one long vowel sound E. E, E, and A. And then back vowels. Back vowels, we have 5 back vowels. Out of that, 3 have long sounds: A, O, and Oo. The other 2 are short sounds. Central vowels, only 3 central vowels are there, and all the 3 have somewhat similar sounds: a, a. And the in bird, that is a long vowel sound. Now, when we classify the three-term label, the figure uh, indicates the vowel area in the mouth. This figure indicates the vowel area in a mouth. It is numbered from 1 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the front part of the tongue, and 8, 7, 6, 5, that is the back part of the tongue, and 9, 10, 11, 12 is the center part of the tongue. Okay. So only these parts we use for speaking. But what happens is, when we draw this diagram, we cannot draw it perfectly well. There is difficulty in drawing this diagram. So what we do is, the phonetics have given another regulated form of a diagram, so that this drawing will be very easy for us to be drawn as well as to be taught to students. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the same 1, 2, 3, 4 can be seen in the regularized diagram also. Only that instead of curves, lines are used in this diagram. This is the diagram that is used for vowels as well as diphthongs classification. I have already told you that the vowels are categorized into three: front vowel, central vowel and back vowel. Okay. So the front part, the center part and the back part. Now the front part, as it is in the regularized diagram as well as in the curve diagram also, it should be slanting. The line should not be straight. And the back part of the diagram, the line should be straight. Here the line should not be slanting, and care should be taken that the central part should not touch the bottom line, that is the fully open position. So front, central and back. So all the front vowels should be marked only in the front side of the diagram, the back vowels in the back part of the diagram and the central vowels in the center part of the diagram. So this is the diagram for vowels and diphthong classification. When vowel sounds are articulated, the tongue remains in a particular position. This figure indicates the vowel area in the mouth. When the vowel sounds are articulated for any language, the tongue, that is the front, the central and the back part of the tongue should fall somewhere within that curve. And so this diagram has been given for us to be learned and memorized, and there are three term labels. That's one is about the height of the tongue, the other one is about the position of the lips and also about the position of the tongue. So front, central and back is about the position, and close, half open and open tells about the height of the tongue. And then the position of the lips, it is about the position of the lips. When we speak something, for example, I pronounce the phoneme oo, then the lips is close rounded. When I say o, it is open rounded. When I pronounce the word pen, it is in neutral position. So that also plays a vital role in the classification of vowels. One more concept should be taken care of when we are transcribing from ordinary English alphabets to phonetics. Be sure that no letter is written either in capital or in small. We usually use only these phonemes for writing it, and no capital form is used when we write these phonemes. And whenever a word is written separately, two slashes should be used before the word and after the word. And if a phoneme is written separately also, a slash should be used before the phoneme and after the phoneme. So let us see the classification of vowels in the next video. Thank you.